Well, a W is a W, right? And it's an interesting story and all part of the history that comes to life each and every year here at the Rolex Monterey Motorsports Reunion, presented by Jaguar. Ralph Shaheen and Bob Varsha with you in the booth as we get ready, Bob, for race number 1 on this glorious weekend of motorsports. Pre-1940 sports racing and touring cars and race cars from 1927 to 1951.
One of the bigger classes, certainly with the longest name, and these are cars from both the United States and Europe that have raced in every configuration. Earlier in the weekend, Ralph had a chance to check out a car that recalls the heyday of Saturday night dirt tracks everywhere. Great story of hand-built race cars, and take a look at the diversity in this field. Coming down the famous corkscrew, dropping over 100 feet, down through turn 9 to turn 10. We'll give you a look at the starting order, a total of 42 cars, set times in qualifying. There you see the top 10. Paddings Dowling will start on pole in the number 71, 1934 ERA R2A.
And you're going to see co-drivers in these cars too, Bob. In some of the machines, they're really what would have been riding mechanics back in the day. You see one there with the number 8, and that national back there, number 17. Also, the same type of situation there.
That's Chuck Wentworth of Paso Robles, California, and his 1927 Buick Big Car. That's the car that raced in the early Indianapolis 500s, known as big cars, championship cars, and eventually Indy cars.
Right, and Eric Ramos back there from Visalia, California's 1916 National Roadster. As we go green, and the first race of the weekend is underway. Up until now, it's been nothing but practice and qualifying.
Yeah, they come into the Andretti hairpin, turn 2 here at WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca.
When it comes to shapes and sizes, this might be one of the more diversified groups we'll see on the racetrack as well this weekend.
Field already beginning to string out. Now we should point out, Ralph, that to the normal viewer who thought they were going to see a nip and tuck race, that's not the idea behind vintage racing. These cars are fragile, and some of them are very fast, and the level of driving technique varies from front to back. So there are some very firm rules about how you race. You just saw a gentleman with his hand in the air. He's signaling to the cars behind him, pass me on this side. It's very much a cooperative effort, and everyone taking care of each other on the racetrack. In every class we'll see, including the big ground pounders to come later on.
One of the things also about that, Bob, that you're bringing up with this category is these machines are so old, they're very hard to maintain, and certainly finding replacement pieces and parts, virtually impossible. Most of it has to be made, like this National right here, the number 17. A lot of these cars are actually designed to leak a little bit of oil. So when you see them in the paddock area, they all have oil pans underneath, and they're leaking on purpose, almost marking their spots, if you will. And when you talk to the owners of cars like this National right here that is owned by Eric Ramos, they'll tell you